Hi guys, in this tutorial we are going to see how to install a WordPress website onto a machine locally. So let's go to wordpress.org and click get WordPress. So you should be able to see something like this. As of this tutorial, the latest version of WordPress is 5.5.3, and you just click there to download the zipped version, which I have already downloaded. And after that, I'm going to go to my htdocs folder and create a new folder called my first WP WordPress site, and let me extract the WordPress files to that folder. So let me go to my folder XAMPP htdocs my first WordPress site, and let me extract it there. So inside my first website WordPress site, I would see a folder called WordPress. Let me open that, and that you see a bunch of files. So let's see how we could now start this site up. So let's go to XAMPP again, as you remember. So we start the Apache module for our computer to be changed as a server, and WordPress requires the database as well, so we start the MySQL module as well. So let's go now to localhost /php myadmin. This is your database setup for the XAMPP package. So let's create a new database, and let me call it WordPress UTF. Once you create the WordPress, just go to privileges and see the username and the password. So by default the username is root and the password is empty. So now let's go to localhost my first WordPress site and WordPress. Why? Because htdocs is localhost. Inside that we are going to my first WordPress site and then going to WordPress. So let me hit enter, and you would be taken to something like this, which is the WordPress installation. So let me click United States, and here it asks for the database name, username. So make sure that you have it set up. So since we have created the database, we can go. So the name of the database is WordPress, the username is root, the password is empty, the database host is localhost because it's running on a machine, and I'm going to leave this as it is and submit. Let's run the installation, and it has already run the installation. It's asking the site, so let me say Cornerstone Solutions. The username, let me say it's admin, and let me say it's 1 2 3 4 5 6, and let me confirm the weak password, confirm and install. So there you go, the WordPress site has been installed. So let me say okay, and now I use that username, admin, password is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and let me log in. And you should be able to see something like this. This is your WordPress admin dashboard, and if you click this, let me open the new tab, you would see something like this, which is our website. Again, since this is running on localhost, you will not be able to publish this publicly for it to be accessed, but you could play around here with the appearance and pages and basically customize your site. So you could create a new page by going into pages menu and create a new page, or you could go and use the post menu if you are going to write a new blog. So hello world is basically the blog that's showing here. So let's do a edit of it and see how different it is to HTML coding. So there you go. So this is much simpler. So you just, it's like Microsoft Word, you type this is done using WordPress and you save, and let's reload our site, and there you go, you can see that. And that's all you need to basically build a site using WordPress. Again, if you right click and use the inspect functionality of Chrome, you could see all the HTML coding that this site is working on. So basically, like we did in the webinar, what WordPress is doing is it's converting your user action into HTML coding, and you can use this element to click wherever you want and see the specific coding for that specific element that you chose, or vice versa. You can choose the code here and see what the code creates on your website. So you could do this for any site you want, and you could play around with the appearance on any site. So hope that was useful. You can get WordPress installed for free on your machine and start getting your hands dirty.